Hello again, it's me. Oh, I just rolled down my window. We're gonna go back to Hobby Lobby, day 2. We're gonna go see what we can get. If you haven't seen, I'll put in the iCard, a link down below. Clearance yarn, day 1. I did really well. I'm focusing on the hanks of yarn. Half of the display was on clearance yesterday. I'm gonna go see what is there today. I'm not gonna buy what I don't want. And I wanna see if the Lion brand yarn is on sale, because that will be a great deal and I will score on that. Otherwise, I'm not really like interested in just buying yarn to buy yarn. I have very specific tastes, wants, needs. Let's go see if I can get it. Day 2. Today is Saturday, March 18th, and I am in Oklahoma. Wish me luck. The rest of it is marked off. Okay. Over in their needlecraft section, they had the cords and the little interchangeable things for a 49-inch, and then all the Knitter's Pride needles. I grabbed one of each, and then they even have like the big needles for 87 cents. I mean, that's a great deal. So if you were thinking for like Christmas even to give like a knitting kit as a present, this would be a great time to buy said present. Also, their crochet hooks are on sale too, which these are expensive usually, so this is a good buy just to even have as backups. So I picked up one of each of these too. I am back. Hi, I don't think I ever even introduced myself. I'm Brianna. If you like channels about handmade things, this is a great channel for you. You should subscribe because you might like more of my content. Anyway, I am back. Let me show you. I did really good. And the gal was continuing to mark things down in the Lion brand aisle, Patton's Croix sock section. This is, okay, ladies, this is how great of a man I have. He's like, should you go back later today? And I was like, well, I think I'll go back Monday. And he's like, can you wait until Monday? Are you sure? And I was like, I don't know. He's like, wait, it's closed on Sunday. That's why you're not going to go tomorrow. And I was like, right, it's closed on Sunday. I was thinking about going on Monday. I don't know. But anyway, you know, he just, what a man. What a man. What a mighty. I don't want to get copyrighted, but you know what I was going to say. Let's get started. This is my craft table. I've got pretty little princess going on in the background. I've got my coffee. I've got a vintage pattern, which I'm going to be putting on a freezer paper. That's a future video. Stay tuned for that. Let's dive in. I've got 3 bags today. Is this a good situation? Yeah, this is good. Okay, so like I said, I've got 3 bags. I don't want to be wrestling through all the bags. So first, I'm gonna do the yarn last, which are the 2 big bags. The 2 big bags is my yarn. That is I've got a lot going on. So the first bag is this one. I'm just gonna dump it out here. And I'll flip this around so you can see it. Okay, so their needlecraft section, if you're a multi-crafter like I am, their needlecraft section was on sale. A lot of it's already gone. However, you know, I was talking with somebody, a gal, and she's in Michigan, and her yarn was already gone, but today they just marked down the needlecraft. So maybe if you are a multi-crafter like I am and you miss out on the yarn, but you like needlecraft, cross stitch, embroidery, all of that stuff, then go check out. There might be other deals for you. Also, their punch needle kits. I picked up 2 of these. First, I picked up this one. Originally, these are $9.99. I got this for $1.74. And these needle punch kits come with everything in them. And I have been eyeballing this one for a while. So I picked this one up too. And what I like to do, because I homeschool, I like to pick up a lot of things that I might use in the future, or I'm teaching my kids how to crochet. They will learn how to knit. So these are also things that I'm going to stock up on that I will be able to use and give them and provide them as kits later on. In my video, I think mentioned, like, if you are thinking about giving a kit to somebody in your family or friend who wants to learn how to knit or crochet, right now would be a really great time to stock up on those gifts. And just put them away until Christmas time. Save now and save later, right? I gave my niece, Ava, a knitting kit for her Christmas present. She's 13. She loved it. It just, even if she doesn't use it now, she's going to have those knitting needles. She's going to have that yarn. She's going to have those things that if she wants to continue to learn to knit, she can. She can take it as far as she wants to, but she has those base materials. And I'm a firm believer, like, if kids or adults have those tools available to them, then they might learn that. Whereas if you never start a project, you won't finish that project, right? So anyway, let's start with the crochet hooks first, because I am a huge crocheter and I am really getting into knitting. I've been knitting off and on. It doesn't come as naturally to me as crochet does, but I'm really getting into knitting. So these were fantastic prices. I got 2 of these small crochet hooks, size 3, which is a 2.1, and a size 5, which is a 1.9 millimeter crochet hook, silver. But for 64 cents at $2.59 regularly, that's a great deal. So I got 1 and 1. And then these are fantastic hooks. These Clover ergonomic hooks are wonderful. These were originally who knows what, but they were $2.49. I think if you get these on Amazon, they can run from $6.99 to upwards to like almost $10. And these were different sizes, the N, the K, and the L. So these were really good to pick up for me to have as multiple hooks in my stash, and also to have again for my kids. So loved that. Also, they had 1 Knitter's Pride wooden hook in a size N for 74 cents. Great, great value. Now, the thing that I was not planning on buying, but I'm really happy that I did purchase today, was a whole Knitter's Pride interchangeable cord set. So these are 22-inch cord to make a 32-inch needle, and 49 inches to make a 60-inch. So this cord is 49 inches, and then you connect them to the interchangeable needles, and then it becomes 60 inches or 32 inches. And so I got one in every size that they had, because this is an interchangeable needle set. I can either make my own interchangeable needle bag or holder, or I can just put them in a, just keep them in here and just put them in their own tote bag. But I mean, I got every size from size, let's see. Yeah, I got size US 5, so a 3.75 millimeter. So this is the smallest, size 5, 3.75 millimeter, and these are bamboo, so they're going to be stickier. I have a interchangeable Chow Goose set. They're all metal, but I was thinking actually, like, I would like a stickier wood set. So who knows? I'm not really sure how the connections are going to be on these, because really that's where you spend the money on, one, the cable. The cable's flexible, because if you do like magic loop or something like that, you want to have a really bendable cable, which the ChiaoGoo red cables, they're fantastic needles, but if you're going to do magic loop, those needles are really thick. So I'm curious to see how this cord is. It looks really thin. But the other deal breaker for interchangeable sets are the connections and the connectors between where this screws on to your cable. So if you don't know how these work, is you have this long cable, and then you can connect with one cable all these different sizes for different projects. So that way you don't have like 20 different needles and 20 different ones, and like you don't need 5 different 32-inch cables. It saves you money basically, and it saves you space. So you would screw this on here, and like I'm making a knit tank top crop top, and I go from a size 5 needle for the ribbing up to a size 7. So having all of my stitches on the same needle for the size 5 that I cast on with, all I had to do was unscrew my size 5s and place a size 7 after I was done with my ribbing, and I was able to just go, you know. And so it's really convenient. So I got, like I said, the smallest size was a size 5, 3.75 millimeter. Got size US 5, US 4 was the smallest actually, excuse me, 3.5 mil. So a size 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 15s. And also I got one set of these double pointed needles in a size 5 wooden Knitter's Pride for 82 cents. They had more of these, I bought one. These are also great that if you knit hats, this is something that you might want to pick up, because if you knit bulky weight hats, I'm sure you might need size US 15 needles to do the top decreases. So that was wonderful. I got all of the interchangeable stuff that I could, and I got one fixed 32-inch 10.5, again, because one, it was $1.12, and two, I can put this away for my kids for their stash. So that is what I got. That was all not regular skeins of yarn. I just realized I didn't tell you like what the prices were. So on these interchangeable needles, they varied in price. This US 4 was at 87 cents, and I don't know what these are reduced down from. I'm not sure. If you ever want to get these stickers off and you're having a hard time, they're easy for me right now because they're fresh. But if like these are paper on paper, if you take but you want to just take the clearance thing off and keep the regular price sticker, take a hair dryer and heat up the glue, and it should be easier for you. Oh, this is a stinker. $3.99. $3.99 regular, and I got this for 87 cents, 99 cents. Some of these are $1.24. One of these is $1.12. One of these is $1.49. These were 62 cents each. I wish I had seen how much they were regularly. I just saw how much they were cheaply, so I bought them. And then I got these 2 cord connectors for 49 cents each. And Knitter's Pride is a great, great brand. So, yeah. Okay, now I'll get to the yarn. All right, so the first bag that I'm going to show you is not all of the chunky, but this entire bag was chunky knit yarn. So if you saw my first video, you know that I had the whole display. Half of it was marked down, the second half wasn't. And I was really hoping that they would mark down the chunky, but I wasn't sure. The rumor has it, from what I heard from one source, it's alleged, I don't know, is that the hanks of yarn that they sell at Hobby Lobby are being discontinued, which I'm not surprised at. One, because if you think about it, do you ever see things really sold out in the hanks of yarn at Hobby Lobby? It's a rather new product. It came out when all these indie dyers were becoming popular, and then Hobby Lobby came out with their own indie dyed hanks of yarn. about a year or two into that. So I would say, I don't remember, was it like 2017, 2018? And then it was popular when it came out, and then I didn't really see anybody knit anything with it. And then I got a ton of stuff on clearance last year, and I've actually really fallen in love with it. I think even at a full value price of $15, some of this is $14.99, some of it's $13.99, some of it's, yeah, $13.99 to $14.99 regular price. I had some from yesterday that were $15.99. Even at that, that's still a discounted price from an indie dyer. And I know you're not supporting a small business. However, it is dyed merino wool. At the end of the day, this is merino wool, 100%, sometimes superwash, sometimes just regular merino wool. A lot of this is superwash, which means you can wash and you can dry this. I don't even dry my kids' t-shirts because I find that they last a lot longer if I just take a little bit of the effort and then I just hang them up. Like, my stuff lasts so much longer and I don't mind hanging it up. If I have to iron it, I don't care. So I got 3 skeins of prom corsage. And somebody asked me what was the grams and yardage. So let me just take a quick look to make sure these are all the same. Yes. So what I was really thrilled at is that I had a minimum of 3 skeins per color lot that I got. Let me see if I can move this over. That's my daughter's piano. She plays piano. So anyway, like I said, pretty much on plan. So we're just working with what we got. So 3 of these, like, these are called prom corsage, 3.5 ounces per skein, 100 grams, 110 yards, 100% superwash merino, and they are all the same color lot, dye lot. I think this is so pretty. It reminds me of Hocus Pocus and Halloween, and I love it. I don't think I would have bought this colorway full price, but I will definitely make something via Halloween for this. With this, oh, I have an idea, and I think it's so pretty, so I'm very happy. So again, that one was prom corsage, and these were all $3.74 each. Regularly priced $15. So regularly this would have been $45, and I got this for like $10.50, $10.25. My brain didn't work. Okay, so $11.25 for these 3 versus $45 regularly priced, which makes this a screaming good deal. I'm sure there's percentages and stuff that I could do, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I just know it's a good deal. So there's that one. Okay, let's move along because this is getting long-winded. So I got at $3.49 each. These are regularly priced $13.99. Again, same yardage, same grams, everything. This is called Blue Cannon. Super pretty. And I have found that as long as you have at least 3 skeins of something in chunky, you can make something legitimate, which is pretty cool. And then let's see, Irish lavender. If you are crocheting something, an extra skein is better. So this would be a crochet option for sure because I have 4 skeins of this, whereas you don't use as much yarn in knitting. So I could get away with knitting something that bulky with 3. And it's not super bulky, it's just regularly bulky. This is really, really pretty. Irish lavender. Again, that one's $13.99 originally, and I paid $3.49 each for that, and I had 4 skeins. 4 skeins of olive tree, regularly priced $13.99, and I got these for $3.49 each. These are really beautiful. Very earthy colors. Super pretty. And this one is Petunia Petals, regularly priced $13.99, and I got this for $3.49. So 3 of those. So now let's go ahead and look at my next bag. All right, my final bag is quite literally a mixed bag of things. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my final 3 chunkies that I got. These are $14.99 originally, and I paid $3.99 in the colorway In Full Bloom. And I got 3 skeins of this. I thought this was really pretty. So I got 3 of these. Love this one. This one reminds me of the ocean, which is why it is so said named Caribbean Blue. Originally $14.99, and these ones were $3.49 each, which I was surprised. I'm glad it wasn't $3.99. 3 of these. And you guys, I think I really lucked out. Most of these are all the same color lot, which is really fortunate. Because if you don't know, if you have a different color lot, you're gonna have different variations in the color, which you're gonna have per skein anyway, but there definitely is a difference in the color lot. You're gonna either have more green or more blue, or maybe more black, more yellow, whatever. You're gonna have that. It is visible between color lots, which is totally fine. But just something to be mindful of when you do go to get this clearance. If you do have it for like a specific project in mind, look to see if it's the same dye lot so you don't have any surprises. Oh, my bad. I had four of these in full bloom. Yay. This kind of gives me, I don't know, am I gonna sound crazy? It gives me like Harry Potter vibes. Just those different colors and the dark colors and the different, like I see Gryffindor, I see Ravenclaw. Just gives me some Harry Potter vibes. Not like Gryffindor exactly, because obviously that's red and yellow. Red and yellow, not black. Anyway. But yeah, it reminds me of like the colors and the flags and everything that you see there. Little, yeah. So the last three that I have, I've got 2 sparkles, which I did not buy all those sparkles. Are you a sparkle person? Let me know down below. Like, do you knit with sparkles? I mean, it's really pretty. Should I have bought the sparkles? If they're there on Monday, I might buy them. But I didn't. I bought 2 of them. Yeah, I didn't buy all the sparkles. But this one, oh, shoot. I didn't mean to buy this one. This one has lyocell in it. It's 50% superwash merino and 50% lyocell. I don't know what lyocell is. I'm going to Google that as soon as I get off of this video to find out what that is. But I purposely, like, I don't buy stuff if I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something great. But the purpose I like all this merino wool is because it's all just straight wool. It's not plastic. It's not, you know, it's not polyamide. It's not acrylic, which no shame if you use acrylic. There's definitely a time and a purpose for it. I've got a ton of amigurumi that I've done, but I'm consciously trying not to use as much acrylic. I'm consciously trying to use cotton. I'm consciously trying to use those things when I'm wearing them, if I can. For the amount of money I spend on yarn, if I can buy wool, I'm gonna rather use wool and cotton for a similar price point. So this is lyocell in it. Again, I don't know what that is, but this was originally $12.99 and I paid $3.24 for each of these. And these are 100 grams, 400 yards each. So these are all fingering weight. Again, 50% superwash wool, 50% lyocell. They had alpaca there as well, and I left the alpaca. So, and this is in the colorway Cloudy Indigo, which is really, really beautiful. That's just so pretty. And I mean, it's very soft. I just don't know what lyocell is. So I have one of those. Next are my sparkles. So I have 3 skeins of this, which is 99% superwash merino wool, and it has 1% metallic polyester, which is important to note. One time back in the day, I sold a hat, and it was in the beginning of my Etsy days. In the beginning, I sold a hat with a thing that said 100% wool, not realizing it really wasn't 100% wool because it was tweed. So it had a very small percentage of tweed, which meant it was a very small percentage of non-percent wool. And you want to know what? The guy got me on a loophole. He got me on a technicality. And so he got a majority, I mean, like, I think it was 86% or 94% wool, but it had a couple percentage points of tweed. And I had to refund him the money because I was wrong. I mislabeled it. I tell you, some people just look for those things so they can get things out of you. Anyway, so 1% metallic. After all the diatribe I just had about staying away from polyester, it's 1%. It's really pretty though. This one's called Greens and Grains. Super pretty. You can see it. It's really pretty. And lastly is the big kahuna. This is again a 99% superwash merino wool, 1% metallic polyester, 100 grams, 420 yards on this authentic hand dyed luxe with Winsteria, not Wisteria, Winsteria moon. This was just I mean, a lot of these, I'm like, man, these would be beautiful shawls, beautiful anything. But this was so pretty. And you could hold this double if if you wanted. You can probably have enough to knit a sweater, right? And it's so pretty. I'm sure caked up and knit up, this would be gorgeous. Pretty. Well, that's it, guys. That's all she wrote. In total, I spent $151 before tax. After tax, with our county tax, it was $15. So $166. I don't have anything here that shows me what I would have paid before the sales, because, you know, at Hobby Lobby, they will put what the price tag is, and then that's what you pay. Somebody asked in my last video. In my last video, I spent $156 after tax, about $142, I believe, before tax approximately. And that was all yarn. That's all I bought. And I was able to say on average at $14 a skein of yarn, which would have been the minimum because I had skeins that were $15 and $16 at regular price. At, let's just say conservatively, at $14 at 39 skeins of yarn, I would have paid, I believe, $546 before sale price, which means I would have been paying up to $575 to $600 approximately before sale price, and I paid $140 on all merino wool, which is a high quality, high price dollar material. So today I paid $150 and I got who knows how many skeins. I don't even know. 14, 17, 24, 28, 32, 35, 37, no, 35. Let's just do 14 plus 3 is 17, plus 7 is 24, plus 4 is 28, plus 4 is 32, plus 3 is 35. So 35 skeins. So roughly the same amount of money, but I got even more my value because I was able to get those punch needle kits that were originally $10. I got those interchangeable needles from Knitter's Pride, crochet hooks that normally go upwards of $7 to $9 to maybe even $11 depending on where you got it from, and I got it for $2.74. I mean, great quality items. So again, I hope that you guys are able to catch some of these deals because they are fantastic. These are fantastic for now. These are fantastic for later. These are fantastic for gifts. I mean, anything that you want to do with them, really, as long as you get a good amount of quality, quantity, you can really do any project you want with these, depending on how many of each skein you buy. And plus, if you get one fingering weight, I mean, I'm knitting up a tank top with one colorway that I had. Out of all the yarn that I bought last year, I had one of skein of this one colorway. So I'm knitting the free crop top tank, which is a video coming soon, which is really fun. So anywho, even if you don't have to buy as much as I did, you can just go get a couple things and get a great deal on wool. Because honestly, now is a great time to be putting up a little bit of money on a good deal now to save for later, because things are going to become more scarce. Things are going to become even pricier. So now would be a great time to invest in yourself for later. Also for gifts, because, you know, Christmas, it's always coming. Anyway, I really enjoy you guys being here. Thank you so much. You guys got me over 1,000 and because of my last video, so that was super fun. I hope that you guys, like I said, are able to get some good deals. I'd love to know in the comments down below if you did get some good deals. If you saw my last video and because of that, you were able to go get some good deals, I would love to know. I love seeing you here. If you have a channel and something like that we can, I can go follow you. I'd love to know if you're watching, and I'd love to go see your channel. Again, my name is Brianna. I've got a ton of videos coming out, and a lot of them knitting related, and a lot of them teaching kids home-based skills. So if that's something that you'd like to see, as well as that vintage pattern that I'm going to be sewing up, then this is the place for you. Also, it's spring and summer, so I'm going to be hunting for a lot of vintage patterns. So if you'd like to see videos and vlogs of me hunting for more vintage things like patterns and fabric, then stick around. But yeah, I'm going to be sewing one of these. You'll have to find out in the video when it comes out which one I do. So thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.